Hello, people. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Today, we will talk about personal pronoun. All right. Um, and I will give an example of the using of personal pronoun that it's not um, very according to the rules of the grammar, at least the formal grammar. But let's start. So, first of all, we have to um, separate two types of personal pronouns: the subject pronoun and the object pronoun. Subject pronoun, as you can see here: I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Subject pronoun, it has its name because it takes the place of the subject. So it appears most of the time in the beginning of the sentence and before a verb. Instead of that, uh, the object pronoun we have here: me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. The object pronoun appears most of the time in the end of the sentence or near to the end and after the verb. So this is why it has its name, because it replaces the object. Let's hear some examples. We use subject pronouns as the subject of a verb. So as I told you. And then we have here, I like Lady Gaga's dress. As you can see in the picture, there's Lady Gaga with a meat dress, right? Very weird, very strange, but it's Lady Gaga, right? Lady Gaga loves to do these things, and I love her for that. You are late. He is my friend. She is on holiday. We live in England. They came from London. So, as you can see, all of these subject pronouns appear before the verb and in the beginning of the sentence. So, this is a structure that repeats a lot in English language. In the other hand, the object pronoun we use as the object of a verb. So, can you help me, please? So, you have the verb help, to help. Help who? So, help me. So, in this case, it's use the object pronoun. I can see you. So, the same situation. She doesn't like him. Also, the same situation. I saw her in town today. So, you see this example? The object pronoun is not in the end of the sentence, as I told you before, because I said most of the times, not all the times, but it's after the verb. So it keeps the same. We saw them in town yesterday, but they didn't see us. And here the same thing. We have the verb to see in the past and the infinitive here. So this is the object pronoun. There's something interesting about the using of the personal pronouns. We use he, him to refer to men and she, her to refer to women. When we are not sure if we're talking about a man or a woman, we use they or them. We have an example here. This is Jack. He's my brother. I don't think you have met him. So you see here, Jack is a man's name, so is related to man. As you can see, we use he as the subject pronoun and him as the object pronoun. This is Angela. She is my sister. Have you met her before? Here, the same thing. So she is the subject pronoun and her is the object pronoun. Pay attention because her is also uh, the possessive adjective of the third person for women. Don't get confused by that. You could go to a doctor, they might help you. So here we have the doctor. We don't know if it's a male doctor or female doctor. So when you make when you want to make a connection about it, you have to use they because you don't know if the doctor is male or female. Talk to a friend, ask them to help you. So you don't know if it's a male friend or female friend. So you can use them to refer to uh, this third person when you don't know if it's a man or woman. In the picture we have here is the good doctor. Is a picture for a series about a doctor who has some mind issues and he's considered to be a good professional, but he has some issues on his own self. I think he has some learning problems, things like that. I have never watched the series. I got just some snippets of it. Okay, and here I bring you some example on the using of uh, the personal pronouns in a different way. First of all, instead of seeing this as an error, you should try to understand why it appears this way. But before we get there, let's bring some information about this guy. This is Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a Jamaican singer, guitar player, songwriter, very famous for being one of the first uh, rag musicians, and he is responsible to spread reggae all around the world. I personally love him. He's here in Bahia. We used to like him a lot. We even create a musical genre called samba reggae to mix the two styles in a way. So here we have this example of the song Redemption Song. When Bob says, "Old pirates, yes, they rob I, so died to the merchant ships minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit." So these are some verses of the song, and as you can see, I detached it here. They rob I, so die, they took I. So if you look to these structures and compare to the formal grammar, you're gonna see that it's not following the grammar structure as it appears on the grammar. Because if say they rob I, according to the grammar, he should say they robbed me, sold me, they took me, because he's using a subject pronoun in a object place. But instead of judging if it's right or wrong, we have to try to think on why uh, Bob Marley used this structure. I have two theories. I think the first one it's because Jamaican English is different from British English, North American English, and maybe for them it's not wrong to use the subject pronoun in object place. Um, I heard a lot of reggae music, and the structures are kind of different from the formal grammar. But the other theory is because maybe, perhaps, Bob Marley was trying to recreate the way black enslaved people uh, speak at the time. Uh, they didn't have formal knowledge, formal education, so they use the language the way they use. So, because the song talks about this, about enslavement, about uh, freedom, and things like that. And this song appears on the record Uprising, is the last record done by Bob Marley and the Wailers when Bob Marley was still alive. And it's funny because it was the first record I heard about Bob Marley, knowing it was Bob Marley. Of course, I heard many songs, but I didn't know who were singing, and I was not very into that. But after I listened to Uprising, and the record finishes with Redemption song uh, as a kind of wrap up of his whole career, actually. All right, so this is the class for today. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Peace and love to everybody. Bye.